Yes,
Thank you very much.
thank you very much for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you have a great
Yeah.
a great semester. Huh? Absolutely. Looks like you got a great cohort. So,
Yeah. Congratulations.
are you
for
trying to
this
get me
job.
tipsy in the afternoon?
Dream job.
Fantastic.
Fantastic, yeah.
Hi, Fatima. Thank you.
This is absolutely fabulous.
This is Fatima, by the way, and then we also have Simon over here. Simon has the best smile of any crew member on the Really? And there's Peter, and then we have Malusi over here as well. So, cheers. So you at least maybe have a little happy feeling before.
Yeah. For operation for a while.
Okay.
And our customers are based in the US.
Yeah. You can contact our head office as an example. In Boston, we have our sales office in Boston. We have our office in Vancouver. So there's lots of places that you can make connections.
Okay.
Yeah, you could probably even get Brian. I can give some information later. We have the capacity to it, but a lot of the ports aren't wired in yet. It's getting there slowly. It's for us. It doesn't really change it. Yeah.
I already got one. Thank you.
You end up paying the fees. Yeah, you end up paying the port fees. So,
Monetary or
I mean, it saves us. Right? So, yeah. Nice to meet you. Enjoy the rest of the Thank you. Maybe better.
अच्छा लगा?
Oh.
अच्छा लगा ना?
Whoa, that was very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. Okay, everyone's in? Okay. Are we missing anybody?
No, there's more.
Few more?
Brian's back there.
Brian's here.
Oh, no, he's not. Okay, come on.
Wow. Are you happy that you took MTM as a completion program? Don't leave me and go, okay?
Even I want to use the washroom. Which is a very rare thing. But we've turned it off because we're going to United States Public Health, and we're unsure of how they will view that. So we decided to play it safe and just shut it down while we're in. We take 16 guests and we do like personalized cooking.
Okay, don't get too far because we've got one people in each washroom.
Okay. Here.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's in the back. Right. Yes. So we leave her, of course. I'll just watch from here, okay?
Small, casual bite to eat. Yeah, this is very efficient for pastas and burgers and things like that. You get a nice cappuccino, espresso.
Oh, man.
This is our French restaurant here.
It certainly is. You have to win the lottery to pay for this one, I think.
I more. Actually, I want to visit that more.
True only.
Yeah.
Lotto 69.
I guess pages, a few different options on the
Oh, what's it?
train of starter. Michael Semetri, as you see, he's working hard, doing his admin right now, but this is, I would say, our fine dining restaurant, and it looks very bare right now. But the reason why we don't have anything set is because we're going into Canadian public health and American public health. And they're very, very rigorous in terms of your sanitation. We have very high levels of sanitation, but you can't have any settings on the tables, on any restaurants that are closed. You can't have anything set up. They want everything put down last second. So there's a lot of boring stuff that's involved with that, but it takes a lot of, I would say, organization and extra work for the team to have to be able to do everything à la vignette. But otherwise, the menu here, what the chefs are doing, what they're preparing all the a la carte plates. So I don't know if any of you are interested in F&B or anything like that, but yeah. Okay, let's go. There's more bathrooms. More I wouldn't say they don't ask you directly what's your carbon footprint, but when they're looking at your I would say your product or your experience, they certainly want to know if you're doing the right things. You know,
Yeah.
some companies are greenwashing,
Sure.
where they are just making the image of doing the right thing.
Some
Some
become
companies
food.
really do it really. Some companies really take it seriously,
Yeah.
and they are really forward thinking in terms of the supply chain, because a lot of it begins and ends there. Cruise ships generally they kind of get a bad rep, also because of the fact that they consume bunker, right? And bunker is fuel, and you need fuel to run all of the light bulbs and the HVAC systems. I mean, it's basically how you're getting your power, right? So that's why you have, and they are using their political connections to push that because they don't want any competition in Norway. So they're basically trying to, in a very clever way, keep everybody out so that they can kind of corner the market, right? And meanwhile, while they're doing that, I would say they're sort of discreetly doing a lot of LNG builds and plug-in builds and things like that, so they can try to keep away the big ships, so they don't, I would say, pollute the natural environment. But Scandinavian countries, in particular, are they have a special mindset. I know. I lived in Sweden. I've been there for 8 years, and it's given me the opportunity to understand a little bit how the thinking is. And the Norwegians, I would say, they have a beautiful country. It's a very popular place, but they with oil. So when they see a big ship pull into the fjords and it's just pumping out black smoke, for them that's just a nuisance.
Yeah.
So there has to be a trade-off, right, for them in order to keep the tourism, I would say, sustainable up there. So yeah. All right, should we continue on? Are we still? We have 4 tours going on today.
How do you divide your guests? Do you divide them by their bookings, or do you divide it on each ship?
They decide. So when we're talking ultra luxury, it's what the guests want. And so our job is to offer them options and choices, and that's basically where you're winning the game. So you always want to have a lot of options on the table, and let the guest inform you. If you need to inform the guest, you need to give them a good overview of what you're offering. There needs to be value and content there, but it's really up to them to tell you what they want to do, and then our job is just to make it happen. So we call that creating wonder on board Scenic. And so that's sort of the idea that we have, is we are looking always for opportunities. How can we create wonder for our guests, right? So
it's all majorly customized things.
A lot of it is customized. A lot of it, I would say, I mean, depending on the scope. I mean, if you were to downscale this operation and you were to make it just so, let's use the typical yacht where it's owner operated. That's high customization. What they want, when they want. LastSecond.com. That's when you make things happen. Here, you have to have structure and organization. So we can customize to some extent, but we also have 200 guests, right? So we want to make sure that we are giving a nice palette of options, that people are finding those options interesting, and then we try to work with that, if that makes sense.
Okay, come on.
Okay.